Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. 3 p.m. here in Cairo. Time for Panorama News. I'm Nibin Ramzi, and I will start with the main political headlines. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi on Friday exchanged greeting cables with world leaders and heads of state marking the new year. The president extended his hearty wishes of goodness, welfare and prosperity to leaders and their peoples across the globe. President Sisi, meanwhile, cabled greetings to COP abroad on the occasion. The head of state has earlier received congratulatory cables from senior statesmen and the armed forces who wished a year of goodness and prosperity to the nation's leadership and people. Egypt's coronavirus cured cases rose to 320,024 after 799 more patients were discharged from hospitals on Thursday. Reviewing the daily tally of the domestic caseload, the health ministry reported 871 new cases and 32 new deaths. The figures bring the total number of infected people to 384,728, including the mentioned recoveries and fatalities to 21,727. The Arab League Secretary General Ahmed Abul Ghaid said that he has been watching with grave concern the latest political developments in Somalia. Tensions escalated in the African country after a political feud erupted between Somalia's Prime Minister and President over parliamentary and presidential elections that have fed fears of a military clash. The Pan-Arab Organization's chief called on all parties in Somalia to have self-restraint and avoid tensions that may threaten the country's security and stability. He called on them to place the interest of Somalia's people above all considerations and engage into a national dialogue which will lead to hold general elections in the country as soon as possible. Welcome back, and now with a look at the business and finance. Egypt's stock market gained 115 billion pounds in 2021 dealings as the market capital reached 675.5 billion pounds compared to 650.8 billion pounds in a previous year. A yearly report released by the stock market showed the bourse indices rise, with the benchmark EGX 30 index up by 0.43% at 11.949 points. The broader EGX 70 of small and medium shares went up by 0.85% to reach 2,201 points at the close. The more expanded EGX 100 also shed by 0.85% to close at 3,255 points.